Hey y'all, welcome to Zikarat Gaming. My name is Zenon, and I'm joined here with Mike.
How's it going?
And Pablo.
Bob's in the house.
John continues to be a man of no sleep this week. No sleep. Lots of whatever he's doing, but sleep is not one of them.
Always on the go, that one right there.
Anyway, here at Zikarat Gaming, every week we alternate between taking a look between news in the video game world and an in-depth critique at a game of our choosing. Or I like to say every week. It's, schedules are tough, and finishing games is even harder.
Every time.
This week, yeah, what are they? This week is going to be another catch-up news week while we continue to play through Hollow Knight. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, but
look at these casuals not beating the game months before this podcast was even a thing. Come on, no. Be as committed as I am.
We didn't know, Pablo. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
No, we didn't.
Whose fault is that?
Anyway, so news. Got some little bit of things happening this week. Kind of
some toasty tweets.
Yeah, toasty tweets. Some hot scoops, hot takes. But let's start off a little bit light, and let's talk about some game releases. So, in the past 2 weeks, we have... It's pretty much the May releases so far. We got another Yakuza game coming out.
Oh, it's delightful.
Which I didn't even... I thought... I don't know if you all follow the drama, but was this the one that... In Japan, it was... They pulled the copies from the shelves because the voice actor ended up doing cocaine?
What? I would never believe a voice actor would do cocaine. No.
Yeah, it might have been this one, could have been a different one, but I know it was a Yakuza one where apparently, like, if you ever do cocaine or drugs, like, they're super strict about that in Japan. They'll pull your funding. I guess they're even removing the characters' likeness and everything. Like, it's crazy.
That makes sense. That actually makes a lot more sense on Sony's stance on things like that now too.
Yeah, it's just wildly strict, which this might be could be one of the other 70 Yakuza games coming out, but what the hell do I know?
True.
maybe next month's release. We got Rage 2 coming out this week as well. That is got some hot buzz on that.
Which is it's called Rage 2 because there's two people that played the first Rage, so that's actually in remembrance of them.
Their names are in the credit for everyone to see. Oh man.
QA Tester 1 and QA Tester 2.
QA Tester 1, John Smith. QA Tester 2, wishes to remain unnamed.
Yeah.
We're just going to call her Jane Doe.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I remember the first game, they were touting their mega textures. I don't know if that's still a thing in this one, but that was a huge thing back in, 2009 when that thing came out? 2012?
Retro.
It was a while ago, yeah.
A long time ago. It was weird because it looked kind of
like every other game ever. Yeah,
it was kind of like Response to Borderlands, but like, no, we're doing this prettier, and also we've been working on this longer apparently. But whatever, who cares? Saints Row the Third is also out on Switch this week, which
just in time for its 2011. Is that the year it is?
Yeah.
Thank God, or else that would be super pointless. Man.
Yeah. Well, this shit was not going to release on the Wii U. Come on.
No, it wasn't.
Nothing
Actually,
did.
it was in the Wii then. Anyway, yeah. That game is a delight. I love it. I like it better than 4, but it's just a treat. Really, really enjoy Saints Row the Third. If y'all haven't played it, I don't know if the Switch version is good, but it is dumb as hell.
Yeah. I barely remember the Saints Row games. I played them in like middle school, high school, but...
I've never played them, but I will probably pick this one up just for the sake of adding to my Switch library that it currently exists at like 3 games. So
there you go.
Switch bookshelf.
Increasing it by 33%. Yeah.
Exactly.
Huge catalog. Also not buying it digitally? Come on, man. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I
prefer if my things can get stolen from me.
No, I need it for my phone.
Oh, there you go.
We all got cell phones, right?
Yes, we do. And apparently, this is one... I wrote this mainly for me, but Life is Strange 2, Episode 3 came out, like, within the past couple weeks.
Episode
and
1 and 2 have been out?
Yes, apparently. Thank you. I really girlfriend and I really enjoyed Life is Strange 1. It had a ton of problems, but it was
it was such a good little game for what it was.
It had a lot of heart.
Yeah.
Like a lot of from a French Telltale studio.
Yeah. Until
Don't nod. Yeah.
It's a very pretty looking game and everything. I've seen people play it, but it's not my kind of game. It was one of those things I turn on in the background and just I listen to other people play it.
I'm actually a little bummed out by this because I absolutely adored, I'm going to drop the sarcasm for 10 seconds. I absolutely fucking adored Life is Strange. I heard mixed things about Before the Storm, and I'm kind of bummed that the hype has died so much that I'm literally finding out about episode or part 2 now.
I don't know if it's because I'm not in that circle anymore, like the adventure game people, but this reminds me so much like The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Where The Walking Dead Season 1 was huge and everyone was talking about it, and it was like, oh my gosh, if The Walking Dead Season 1's great, blah, blah, blah. And while Life is Strange was nowhere near as big as The Walking Dead, I didn't even know that Season 2 of The Walking Dead came out. I didn't even know Season 2 of Life is Strange is coming out. I don't know.
Yeah,
I might pick this up later.
I gotta say, if you like this game, you better hope it's not like The Walking Dead because Telltale died.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rip.
I'll almost definitely pick it up, actually, just out of my pure admiration of the first one.
Yeah.
But
that's good.
I'll let you know how it is. I'll probably play through it. If
it's
on Steam right now, I'll probably play through it tonight. Yeah, you kind of decided my evening plans.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Besides that, not much else going on this month. It's pretty slow as far as releases. Just there's a Nintendo Direct for Super Mario Maker 2 coming out this week, and I'm excited about that. Yeah. But that game's still a month away, so it's just a little slower release.
Who even cares?
Yeah. Honestly,
basically not going to happen.
Yeah.
Some little bit of tidbit news. I don't know if you guys are keeping with the Final Fantasy VII remake, but they released a trailer for that.
That's forgot about
That's
that.
absolutely right.
And I was looking at some. I'm certainly not smart enough, but some people on Reddit are, and they're looking at some analysis of the gameplay, and it looks to be more turn-based than I assumed it was going to be. I thought it was going to be an action game like 15, which I mean, whatever. But
yeah, that's what I was assuming too.
But
so just to take it back a step, for those of you who don't know, basically, Final Fantasy VII was set to be remade 4 years ago? 3 years ago?
Long as that. More than that.
Yes.
2015 I think was our first look at the game, so yeah, 4 years ago.
4 years ago. And they had this trailer that looked more action oriented like the upcoming Final Fantasy 15.
Yes.
And then we get another trailer that is also very it looks pretty much like it's completely
action oriented.
Yeah. So you're telling me it's apparently not?
Yeah, according to what some people are saying on Reddit, I'm not smart enough or observant enough to pick out the details like that. But they have the ATB bar, and it's filling up, and it looks like the generic punching and shooting that they're doing. There's no damage.
So are they just is it a really well cut trailer then?
No, not quite. It looks like there's filler actions, like filler punching and shooting you do to fill up your ATB. So, and the NPCs will do it on their own. So you control one dude, fill up his ATB, use an action, swap to the next dude, fill up their ATB. So it's still going to be filling up the ATB bar is going to be the main thing. That's where you're going to do all your damage. So it actually looks more turn-based than say 15 was.
Just with less downtime where everyone's fighting.
Yeah, and you're just
now I'm
staring at each other oof.
Wiggling back and forth for a little bit.
Yeah, so I was actually pretty happy to hear about that because I love me some turn-based RPGs.
I will say between in these last 4 years, they have really cleaned up the animation and the character models, and Cloud looks like he's been hitting the gym.
Oh yeah, Cloud looks very nice.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got to do something in the past 4 months. They probably got an intern in the past couple months. Oh shit! Anyone still working on that Final Fantasy VII remake? Check the back.
Janitor, thank you.
Yeah.
I doubt it's gonna happen. I did see an article earlier that said that on the rumor mill that first episode is going to be releasing at the end of this year. I highly doubt that, but
that's right. That's still episodic.
Yeah,
I mean, so is the first one if you think about it, disc-wise. So
Yeah,
it doesn't-
Oh, that's
fucking
true, but
what
you gotta
even is
the
that?
limitation
Yeah.
What
on
are you
those discs back
talking?
then, though, man.
yeah, you gotta release those.
Are we
discs.
calling that episodic?
Maybe
You get all the game at once? What the
No.
fuck are you saying?
I'm
got
wrong.
the whole game
but
at
I'm gonna
once, but you
defend
had 3
myself.
discs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regardless.
Stardew Valley is also episodic if you think about it,
Uh-huh.
because you play the first season of spring, and then you get the next episode immediately
Wow.
on one package
Wow.
when you buy it all at one time.
Well,
Exactly.
first off, fuck you.
Yeah.
Second off,
Sorry. Hold on. No, hold on. But wait. Don't tell me. I'm waiting for the next episode to finish the sentence.
you. Bitch ass. Regardless, structurally, story wise, is where I was fucking making my goddamn point.
I could keep
There's-
going with this.
there's
Hold on.
3
You're telling me stories have chapters and arcs with different. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'll actually dick slap you. Do not tempt me on this. But fuck, I forgot where I was going. Regardless, I'm excited.
Yeah. In your
and
defense,
I do
yes,
think-
it is very much. Yes, I totally get what you're saying. It's very much act oriented.
Yeah.
And then that could bode well between
making episodic
releasing.
story, which I'm not.
Yes.
Again, I'm not excited about that, but I can at least see how they can manage it well. And I do believe we can get episode, whatever, chapter, page 1 at the end of this year, because their main 2 games they've been working on the past handful of years, Square Enix, Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3, those are done. Everyone forgot about them. No one cares anymore. And we can move on to something people might actually play.
That's true.
Very true. Yeah. I still have not played either of those.
I will say this is one of my favorite games of all time, so
Yeah, me too, which is why expectations are super high. And Final Fantasy 15 was okay, but like kind of
I'm
forgettable.
really trying to keep my expectations low because I don't want to be disappointed with it. So
Yeah.
I'm trying. I don't know if it'll get
Sure.
there.
The good luck with that, man, especially with the delays. It's that carrot. They're like, oh shit, bring it out from the fridge. Take it out of the freezer.
Yeah.
Dangle it.
We gotta defrost this thing now. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some spray paint on it. It's looking a little dated.
But
Yeah.
I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. I'm remaining hopeful. And I don't know. Let's just see.
Yeah. I like them. I don't know if I can dedicate the time to it like now, but
Yeah.
for sure. We'll see.
Yeah.
I will not be holding my breath on release dates or time frame or anything.
Nah.
Neither will I. Like I said, I think it's possible it can come out at the end of the year, but I am not going to hold my breath on that.
I'm gonna put myself on the it's likely train because they gotta follow up on the hype a little bit because they already failed once.
Yeah.
So if they fail,
They
I'll-
will.
I'll,
They will.
like,
They'll bring Cloud's motorcycle back to Final Fantasy 14.
if there literally isn't a snowboarding section and cross-dressing section in the first episode, I'm quitting life.
They're actually adding that to Super Smash Brothers.
Oh my god, can you imagine cross-dressing Cloud?
Wait, check the stage editor. It's probably in there.
Honestly, it probably is.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I we'll see. We'll see. Wait and see. I'm gonna jump onto Pablo's train there. I think they will release something by the end of this year, but I fucking whatever.
Yeah,
I do know next month they are releasing more. So
yeah.
Oh, they
There's
are.
like a
Yeah.
Okay.
they've
tune in
confirmed
next
already. They have
time.
like
There's like
yeah,
June
they have
25th or
some-
something.
something like that. They're releasing
Yeah.
more next month though.
They're pulling
Okay.
the Persona 5. Tune in next month.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's another image.
Here's the thing.
Who's this guy?
Oh,
Yep. Yeah.
thighs?
Oh, that's right. With the chairs and the shackles and yeah, that was
Yeah.
Fucking
And then they did it again.
doling out a JPEG over the course of 6
And
months.
then they did it again for fucking Persona 5 Royals.
Yeah, like
Like, okay,
Yes.
buddy, we get it. I'm buying it anyways. Why you gotta do
yeah,
this?
like
Come on.
They're gonna make
Gotta
me
get
buy
more
it a fourth
Haru
time.
screen time.
Anyway, as far as news is concerned, a little slow. Got some upcoming stuff from Mario Maker that I want to bring to the table the story of Borderlands 3.
I've been waiting to drop a pun all day. So you
yeah,
better
so
hurry
I'm just
it
gonna
up.
say this. I'm just gonna say this outright. Randy Pitchford.
We're like
more
Randy Pitchford. Don't you dare steal that from me.
And Gearbox.
We're like
more like
Smearbox.
Smearbox.
I was
Oh,
first.
God.
Put that on record. Edit my voice first.
I don't know why you're trying to steal my jokes, dude. What are you talking about? Hey, I can give you like $5 if you just put me a couple seconds before. Thank you. Anyway, But no, Gearbox Borderlands 3 game was pretty much showed a couple weeks ago. I think we talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, I think we touched on it.
It was positive, like the people are pretty happy about the way it looks. I checked the gameplay, and you can play up until a certain point in the demo, and they gave it out to a bunch of influencers/streamers. And it looked fine. Looks like more Borderlands. Looks that type of humor, which I'm not really a fan of, but I'm not particularly interested in that. What I am interested in is everything going around behind the scenes at Gearbox, and more specifically Randy Pitchford, or as Pablo called him,
Randy Pitchford. Anyways.
Thank you.
I can go to sleep now. That's pretty much my section of the podcast.
See ya.
You can edit out the rest of the
Not
parts.
gonna lie, I was really hoping you said Smearbox instead.
Fuck, that would have been funnier.
Yeah.
Should we start
Anyway.
at his loot box thing and go from there?
I'm gonna bring it back up to January, actually.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start back then. So
Got it.
we got a lot of stuff. We're pretty much hitting. Throw a dart at the board. We're hitting it with Gearbox and Randy Pitchford, Mr. Pitchford. Yeah, thank you. Back in January, a ex-Gearbox lawyer filed a lawsuit accusing Randy Pitchford of being guilty of, and I quote, breach of fiduciary. Oops, not gonna. Well, let's go past that.
Fiduciary.
Breach of fiduciary duty, contract violations and fraud, including a $12 million executive bonus advance on royalties, and that those royalties would have gone to the Gearbox employees. So reading into that essentially means he gave himself a $12 million bonus up front for the sales and promotion of Borderlands 3.
Yes, he did.
Safe to say that it will make more than that, but it's kind of not supposed to do that, especially if you have obligation to the company and whatever the hell contract that they have going on there. That's all alleged, and there's a lawsuit going on right now. And I completely forgot about this. A couple months. Well, let's just go to the next one after that. On the subject of potential lawsuit or accusations against Mr. Pitchford. Last week, the story broke that the
Oh my god.
Claptrap voice actor David Eddings was physically assaulted by Randy Pitchford at the hotel during one of the GDC hotels, basically. The story there is that apparently Eddings said that what prompted the actual Randy got mad and pushed him, but quote from Eddings, the guy who did the Claptrap voice actor, he shoved the fuck out of me while I'm on the balls of my feet trying to whisper. He knocked me back 4 steps. I believe I caught him in a deception. Which, according to hearsay that you hear about Randy Pitchford, he's very juvenile and gets very frustrated. And based on all of his tweets that he does, it's very defensive and very much victim playing. It's constant. Like, anytime someone says anything he doesn't like, it's cranky, it's whiny, it's everything.
It's very similar to our head of state, but we won't go into politics.
Yeah. Yes. What are you talking about, dude? Even that story, while it seems like audacious, like just that's ridiculous, whatever. You don't do that, especially when you're a CEO. Apparently, it was backed up by the co-founder, Gearbox co-founder Landon Montgomery. He says David Eddings leaned up to whisper something to Randy, and out of the blue, Randy shoves him hard. So, not great.
No,
Not the best.
it's a bad look for your CEO.
It's seriously, and it's a privately owned company, so like he's not answering to any shareholders or anything like that. That's why the money thing is weird, because he's not answering to anyone, and if the employees are getting paid like what they're agreed to, then it's very, very. I'm not smart enough in legal to like comment on that.
It's shitty,
but
it's terrible.
Yeah, you know what? That's absolutely right. I could say that personally without getting legal trouble or anything.
I know a lot about shit.
Yeah.
No, it's if that money is meant to go to your employees in the first place, you should by no means be trying to undermine that from them at all.
Yeah,
That's wrong on so many levels.
And I mean, just kind of smug, giving yourself a bonus before the game's even out, before the trailers are even
I know.
out.
It hasn't
and,
even launched
you
yet.
know it's gonna make money. You know it. Like, I've no doubt it's gonna make that much. Like, for sure.
Yeah.
But yes, you are absolutely right. Like, then give that to the fucking employees. Like, while they're working their asses off during the crunch time, there's assuming there is or there isn't, who knows?
There will
I think
be.
there's a safe
Probably is.
bet.
Yes,
There
yes,
will
can't
there
say that,
will be,
obviously.
and they'll say they didn't have a gun to their head. The
Yeah,
typical
exactly.
argument that comes
And
from
they
these
had
guys.
phones.
Unlike, yes,
Oh my god.
unlike the box art of our first two games, they did not have a gun to their head.
Yes, exactly.
Just two fingers pointed
See,
at
he's
Just two fingers
peaceful
pointing
now.
at it. That
He's
is
all
it.
peaceful now.
Yes, but the only reason that story broke that happened a couple of years ago. Eddings basically was announced, "Hey, I'm not the voice actor for Claptrap." Blah blah blah. Someone asked Randy Pitchford about that, and he said, "Oh, well, we asked him, or he was we offered him something fair. Basically, they said that we were going to pay him, but it wasn't enough, so he didn't take it. We offered him something generous, the going rate of the whatever this is, the not Screen Actors,
Just the
Voice
industry
actors,
rate for them.
yeah, industry rate for him." And David Eddings was like, "No, son, that's actually not what happened. If he's gonna say that I was being like greedy and unappreciative, then he's gonna set the record straight."
Yep.
So in my mind, if you maybe he doesn't remember, maybe it didn't happen, maybe whatever, but like if I push someone and like especially in a public setting where there's probably cameras or there will be cameras or literally anyone to watch, I'm not going to talk shit on that person or employee
Ever?
because they
No
have
way.
something on me.
Exactly. This is the dumbest thing that he could have done.
Yeah,
is
I
come
thought
out
a
here.
lot of
Assuming
people.
it's true.
Yeah,
And
just to
I know
come,
exactly
to come
what
out
cards to play.
to come out and just paint this
I'm
guy
kidding,
as,
I'm
oh
kidding.
yeah, he was totally in the wrong. This is
Too late.
the dumbest thing he could have done.
Yeah, and he's done this before with Troy Baker.
Yeah.
The very famous song. He said like Randy Pitchford said like, "Oh yeah, well he declined" or something like that. But Troy Baker did not decline. He wasn't asked. And the only thing Troy Baker said, which was very like diplomatic, was like, "I think if you're gonna say something like that, you should really fact check before you put these things out there in public."
Yeah,
He
because
still hasn't.
he's coming out as a chronic liar, and this doesn't build trust in your industry. This is all that this is going to do is hurt him.
And it kind of reiterates the bullshit thing that Sega was pissed because supposedly took the money from or they took the money from that was supposed to be spent on Alien Colonial Marines and they used that for Borderlands, and
They
that's
took it from Duke
not-
Nukem too.
Oh, that's right, they took it for that. Yes,
Oof.
absolutely. And like, oof,
I
bad call on that one.
didn't know that one at all. That one kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They took money from
So that-
from Colonial Marines and Duke Nukem Forever to make this game.
and man, like the Watchdog. I don't know if you guys remember the Watch Dogs controversy where they showed it and it looked amazing and the lighting effects
And
and
it's
the
horrible when it came
particles.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not dissimilar to that where, except at least Watch Dogs was like playable. It was boring, but it was playable.
Yeah.
But
I'd argue
Colonial
against that. I
Marines.
hated that game, but
that's what, that's fair. I don't have enough strong feelings about that game too. So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
But who watches the Watch Dogs?
Oh no.
nobody. That's why they can hack everything from their cell phone.
Oh, shit, hack everything. That's right. Oh
Hack
fuck,
everything.
that's the advertising. Yeah, that's. You can look at the trailers from when it was shown and the basically tiny slice of life slices of the game that they pushed for Colonial Marines, and what came out was pretty shitty. They have the was it Michael J. Frog, whatever it is, the Warner Brothers Frog. What's his name?
I forget. I know what you're talking about. The dude with the top hat.
But it's the fucking yes. It's the fucking. If you ever look up Alien Colonial Marines frog dance, there's a fucking alien that's glitching in the box that looks like it's straight up doing the "Hello, my baby, hello, my darling."
Just straight out of Spaceballs.
Yes, actually, I'm like, oh fuck, because he's just glitching in between this fucking like two textures, like or two
Frames.
objects on the map. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's
Yeah,
great.
that game was amazingly broken on launch. Like there were no words to describe.
Dude, I was working at a popular video game store at that time, and like it was fucking everyone was pretty fucking bummed about that game. Like there was some serious hype going on for that, and a lot of sad people in the shop that week.
Yeah, honestly, I did end up playing it a little bit, and this came all the way back from when I was a little kid because I didn't have a PC growing up. One of the only PC games that I had was Alien vs. Predator, like the original one.
Sure, ancient, yeah.
And I was super stoked for this game, and yeah, it was a big slap in the face. It was it was literally unplayable.
It's a super well liked property. I don't know about the most recent Prometheus 2 or whatever. Fuck it. But, yeah, like it's well liked, and like those first two movies are phenomenal.
Yes, they are.
But anyway, so this just kind of all adds on to that, where Pitchford is generally deemed as kind of you don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but he's always playing the victim.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even to when they had the announcement event, Randy Pitchford went on stage saying that there would be no free to play, no microtransaction shenanigans during the live stream, and then they were immediately told that cosmetics items are still available after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
And that's true. And Randy Pitchford got very upset about those.
His Twitter rant was amazing.
Oh, it was incredible. It was something else. I love this. So basically, all Game Informer put was, despite Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford's comment about no microtransactions in Borderlands 3 during today's live stream, we've been told cosmetic items are still purchasable. And then Pitchford, rather than, I would personally, as a CEO, I might privately contact, get your Game Informer and say, hey, there's actually, that was a mistake. What I meant to say was no loot boxes, but there will be cosmetic
like a reasonable
microtransactions.
person,
like a human being who owns a multi-million-dollar company, and
and does not have an anime profile picture on Twitter.
Yeah. Before that, he called their headline a clickbait title.
Oh, in his response publicly.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Shitty clickbait headline. Literally seconds before I had said that, I made it very clear we're going to do more cosmetic stuff like we did in Borderlands 2. I was talking about premium currency and loot boxes kind of stuff not being in our game.
Yeah, he apparently doesn't understand that microtransactions aren't just locked down into loot boxes. It's literally anything that you can pay for in game.
And that's because microtransactions are like a 4-letter word.
Yeah.
Like, your board of directors, well, he doesn't have to answer to them, but,
just get away with murder there.
Yeah, seriously. While you don't have to say that's a bad word, you don't want to say microtransactions. Like, we're going to have microtransactions, blah, 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 blah. You can't say that because people automatically associate that with loot boxes. You can't say premium currency because that's going to think it's loot boxes as well. Your gold from Borderlands or from Overwatch or things like that. So I get why. And it seemed like a genuinely honest mistake. But him to double down and then seal that tweet with this extra tweet, which is... I fucking love this tweet. It's my favorite tweet, I think, of this year.
The year is still
immediately
young.
Responding after that, no anything. Just after he said, blah, 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 kind of stuff not being our game. Why you guys would fuck me on this is beyond me. ... Thanks a lot.
That is
fucking...
That is literally something I would
Gold.
have said in, like, middle school.
It's fucking incredible.
Literal gold coming out of this.
So I'm not even kidding. I saw that and I'm like, this must be a meme I didn't know about.
No.
I swear. I fucking reverse. I searched on Google. I'm like, what the fuck? This is the first hit. This is the only hit for this.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh my god.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Incredible. Truly incredible. And I just,
Yeah.
Really something else with that. But no, he's always had a victim mentality. It wasn't his fault that the game was bad for Alien Colonial Marines. It's not his fault that the money's out there. It's not his fault that he left a fucking USB stick of porn at the medieval fair last year.
Are we getting to the porn stick?
Happens to all of us.
I hate it when that happens. Like, Pablo, you were here. I found 3 of your porn USB sticks that you just, keep on you.
I mean, God knows how many more there are, under the couches and stuff.
I didn't even check. Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. And the best thing is, the worst part is, because you have 3, you did have critical, essential work documents on there as well as your pornography.
I mean, where else am I going to put it?
I mean, I personally might have put one on, the fun stick and one on the work stick, but I
mean, work is just so much fun to me. I literally cannot tell the difference between jerking off and working off,
You just you just got to make sure that your file is labeled correctly. You have to label it totally not porn, so everyone just knows, hey, it's not there.
Yeah.
Tax return 1997.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jeez, why is this a movie? And why is this 17 gigabytes? What the fuck?
Weird.
Weren't you working at, McDonald's back then? What the fuck happened?
You were too.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
This whole thing with Gearbox is just weird. It's like I'm living in some freaking lucid dream and all of this stuff is just happening for my entertainment.
Okay. I want to talk a bit more about the porn
crazy.
stick here. Not to be the guy that keeps talking about porn, but
Yeah. But hey, you gotta be known for something.
Yeah. Yes.
This is the hill I'm gonna die on, the porn hill. It's like Silent Hill, but way cooler.
Yeah.
But okay, so the story behind that is he purchased pornography of a...
More like Silent Jill. There you go. You're welcome. Thank you.
That was really fucking good.
Yeah, it was.
So the story behind it is he purchased a clip of a cam girl,
A female
cam
girl who was basically
looked young.
A lot of liquid was coming out of an area.
Yes.
And a lot of liquids coming out. She looked young. It was a weird little clip, but perfectly legal. You can go and buy that clip. Who cares? But
Sure.
He said,
link to we'll have the link in there. We get 10% off of every.
Yes, exactly.
Click,
We
so.
embed porn into our videos now.
Use promo code Zenin123.
Oh, yikes! You guys said that wouldn't be mine. Okay, we'll discuss this later.
But okay, so a lot of liquids came out of this girl's girl parts
Area.
Yeah. And his defense was that he wasn't watching it. He admitted to watching cam girl porn. Whatever, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But his defense was for carrying that on his work memory stick. Was that he is an avid magician and was wondering
Which is true.
how she pulled off that trick. And honestly, I 100% believe him. That is the least ridiculous statement he has made. I see pure logic in this compared to everything else that's gone on.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about, man. I couldn't imagine this stuff in my wildest dreams. This is just happening.
And straight up, his reason, because he is a magician, he is fucking, sleight of hand, which makes sense with a lot of the other shit he does. Right? And then fucking no, I want to see how she did the trick. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I believe him on this.
Oh my God.
I swear to you, you cannot make this shit up. Not in your wildest fantasies.
And again, I don't know if I made this clear enough. That was at a medieval
fair.
Fucking fair.
Yeah.
Your dinner show, your fucking
Milady.
I don't get any possible situation
and apparently
where I would possibly bring a USB stick to that, let alone a USB stick with pornography and work documents. One or the other.
And apparently he also got somebody to take it back so he could delete all of the stuff off of it before someone brought it to light or something. I don't. I want to see I want to see the Mission Impossible shit that went down to get that USB stick.
Oh my God. It's actually the Black Knight fucking goes in there. The angles off of the Blue Knight shield, it shatters, moves the USB stick slightly. Tom Cruise with the fucking Randy Pitchford mask comes in and picks it up. Fucking Simon Pegg goes in there. I'm in.
Then Tom Cruise has to run at some point. You're forgetting that.
Yeah, I think Jeremy Renner just runs across for some reason, looking kind of tired for whatever reason. Oh man!
Oh my God!
Crazy thing.
What a delightful situation we find ourselves in.
I know.
And that's I'm just gonna run down the list. Okay, we've got potential. I don't want to say this because whatever, but potential embezzling, not really, but advanced bonuses for $12 million
for a game not even out yet.
Yes. Yeah, allegations that he's super juvenile and that he will do wet willies on his employees, which, by the way, forgot to mention that.
Yes, I forgot about that too.
Does not pay his voice actors because they're active employees, and when they're not employees anymore, which, again, I told the story horribly, when they're not employees anymore and they ask to be paid, he calls them ungrateful, and says that he's bitter and disgruntled.
As you are after being fired.
When you want to get paid for your fucking work.
When you want to get paid,
whatever.
And then, the guy assaults you, and then he goes on Twitter
No,
and starts
you
to
assault the
blast
guy.
you, and it's fine.
That's not to mention the guy that you fucking pushed.
Yeah.
On top of that, this is months after you left a USB stick with pornography and work documents at a fucking Renaissance medieval fair. Like, what the fuck is happening?
I feel so bad for Gearbox, man, because
I want to get off Mr. Gearbox's wild ride.
And all of this is still not as bad as Battleborn.
Oh shit! Oh yeah,
that's true.
This is honestly like Battleborn too.
Oh god, there was a good tweet about that too. Whoever said getting weird vibes to this when he said no microtransactions. Someone said Battleborn. Randy Pitchford said Battleborn will never be free to play, and then 6 months later, Battleborn goes free to play. It's like, all right, guy.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god,
boy.
When's that game coming out? Anyways, I haven't heard of it.
Battleborn? Yeah. Oh, I think it's coming out soon.
Oh yeah,
it should be free to play.
I remember reading about it in Game Informer a while back. I was just kind of waiting on it.
Yeah,
I remember reading about it in Game Informer, like 3 years ago, maybe. Roughly.
Yeah, and
it's got that mushroom character and like
Toad.
Yeah,
exactly,
Toad. Right, that weird Nintendo cameo.
Randy Pitchford, gotta save your princesses in Another Castle.
I'm pretty sure Battleborn's that game where you play on teams and you pick some heroes and they go fight each other, or maybe that's Overwatch.
No, this is the Overwatch killer. We're good.
Yeah, coming out soon.
Any day now.
Anyway, Borderlands 3 coming soon.
Epic Store only for 6 months.
Epic Store only. Oh, that's right. Epic Store only.
Oh my god,
no
these
fucking
stupid
Steam.
Epic Store exclusives. Oh my god.
Like, I get it, but like, whatever.
If Epic's gonna pay all this money and Tencent's gonna throw all this money, like
it could be another $12 million raise.
Yeah,
bonus.
Yeah. Maybe that was the deal. Like maybe it was 12 million.
That bonus was into his pocket from Epic.
Yeah, like. And again, I cannot stress enough. This is purely just allegations. Yeah. This is no accusations. This is nothing. It's just us talking.
Yeah.
But, like, what the fuck, man?
To be fair, at this point, it doesn't make it any less shitty if this is what's going on.
Yeah,
yes.
Whatever.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm not saying it isn't.
The Epic deal could have been like actually important to making the game. We don't know.
Yeah.
It could benefit the common man, the workers. The blue collars,
Sure.
I mean, maybe
a lot of the moving parts. Randy Pitchford being a big old.
Pitchford.
I don't know if he's a cog or a fucking monkey wrench in the machine. I don't know how this works out.
Time will tell.
I would say crankshaft, but I don't think that's appropriate given the situation.
No. Given the USB stick you found.
Yeah. little too low hanging fruit on that one.
Oh man.
Anyway. That's kind of what I want to touch upon, but if you guys got any other stores or anything, you can hit on that. But it's just been a interesting Borderlands week.
The only thing that I got is finally a few days ago we got some more Code Vein stuff that I've been waiting for like a year and a half now.
And that is for those who don't know, can you give us a brief rundown of that?
So it is From Software's new title, their new IP that is basically Dark Souls but anime.
It's about time.
Okay, Pablo, do you have your money set away now, or?
I mean, it's definitely a day one buy for me. Massive.
Do you want to send me the money in an envelope now that I can just hold it on to you and then just here you go, here's your game.
Yeah. Nice, thanks.
Yeah.
I've heard some good things.
Those are my buzzwords I need.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I've watched a couple of reviews from the people that actually got to go up to San Francisco to play it.
The preview events, yeah.
Yeah, they have. I forget what they're called. I think they're called blood tokens, but basically these are the things that you use to change your class. Oh. And you can, if you're fast enough to do it, you can actually do this on the fly. So you can play anything that you want to at any given time.
That's really
cool. So it's a lot less locked into the checkpoints and more on the fly stuff. So that sounds cool.
Really nice, actually. Also, Code Vein, the name of my USB stick.
Oh shit.
Was
Okay, I have that one for sure. That I was definitely wondering which one that was. That is absolutely at my house. You can pick that up later.
I'm so sorry. I pray to God you did not look at anything on there.
No, it was just decrypted, but now I think I know what the password
Yeah.
is.
Ooh. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, now I know what the password is. Works every time. Anyway, yeah, I think it's probably gonna do it. Any games you guys been playing? Anything that's been taking up your time?
Dota 2 Battle Pass. Buy it now.
I know I haven't even played. I've been knee deep in Stardew Valley with girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, we're on year 2.
Cool. Anyways, back to something important.
And we
Dota
just started
2.
last week. Yeah, I know.
I feel like we're really deviating this Dota 2 podcast a bit, so let's focus a bit.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Battle Pass, super duper neat. Honestly, I was surprised with how much animosity other Battle Passes get in other games, because I'm only used to Dota's Battle Passes. And like, man, this is dope as
But
shit.
you get so much with that.
shit. Like, even like a $15 investment gives you a ton of shit. Why do people complain? Then I saw what the Apex Legends ones were. Like, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Cool. That makes a lot more sense.
It's like we won't
Last
talk
year I
about
dropped,
that
like-
one.
Last year I dropped like $200 on my Battle Pass, and I loved it. Like, I had a lot of fun. This year,
Yeah, and I was still pretty jealous of the items that I didn't
Yeah.
get because you spent that money
yeah,
on it.
it's pretty chill. And, and this year, looking to do is just about the same with all this crazy shit they have coming out. Like, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
a surprise. Like, that's a surprise how shitty the other ones are.
Yeah. Well, that's us with our pinkies out, our upper class,
Yeah.
our upper middle class.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, so
Yeah, I have
do
a
the
job.
2 battle pass.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
God, this again, Pablo? Jesus.
Wanting
I'm
this job.
employable.
This job that I've been at literally over the last 3 or 4 days, I have worked about 32 hours now. So yeah.
So you're really close to finishing Hollow Knight, is what I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
Anyway,
Oh yeah, super close. So
Yeah.
close that I haven't been able to play
Yeah.
a game in 2 weeks.
Oh, sure. I mean, other than
Yeah.
that, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It'll be fine. I'll get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited for that episode. I really like Hollow Knight. I have a lot to say.
Just keep waiting,
Yeah,
God.
anyway,
We got
now.
this.
Honestly, I'm excited for it too because I do love that game. But
Yeah.
Fucking don't give out your
Best sword
opinions.
Fight, best fight.
I'm sorry.
Oh shit, you're right.
Sorry.
No one's gonna tune in next week.
Alrighty, boys. On that note, let's get off here. Anyway, this has been Ziggurat Gaming. Thanks for joining us this week. I have been Zenon.
I'm Mike.
I've been Pops.
Thanks for joining us, Pablo and Mike. I appreciate that.
Appreciate being invited. Have fun, all my lovely fan.
Alrighty, we'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.
Alrighty,
Later.
bye.